Gualala River, Gualala campsite. I think I'm saying that right, Gualala. I was up here last night on the bank checking stuff out. Got a surprise visitor, which you'll see. There goes my family leaving me in the back there. I better catch up. How cool is this place? This place is perfect. You got flat, stagnant water. You got some big macroalgae growing. Basic pond slime. A lot of insects bouncing off the top. There's a fish jumping right there. So this stream is not totally stagnant. There is a flow way up there coming in. It's exiting down there in that small little stream. But it is a slow flow. You can see from the surface, stuff is barely moving. That water is warm. Yeah, that water is easily 75 degrees, maybe even warmer. I mean, at least here at the surface. It looks like it doesn't get deeper than 2 feet in this pool. It's just been warming up in the sun slowly all day. Drain out overnight, get colder, and repeat. Alright, I'm trying to trick some fish into swimming in front of the camera, which you can see down there in the bottom left corner. Sometimes just breaking up the surface with just a tiny bit of sand can emulate flies hitting the surface. This is called science. Here goes science in action. Once I finally stopped conducting science and scaring away every fish within 50 feet of me, they slowly started to return. Hundreds upon hundreds of fish, moving upstream and filling the entire width of this remarkably clear, shallow brook, creating a scene that looks oceanic in scale. But before I could identify what species this was, the shoal moved on. For several minutes, nothing much else happened, until one brave little school soldiered over the hill of algae directly in front of my camera. At this point, there was no mistaking that iconic leaf-like shape and pronounced dorsal spines. These are three-spined sticklebacks, a fascinating species that is prolific in coastal California rivers, known for its 3 pronounced dorsal spines as well as its body armor. We get to see much more of this small but formidable freshwater species at the end of this video. Look at that. That was a great blue heron. Marking my spot with my gloves. I'm gonna walk upstream and just explore for a sec. Perfect example of how root systems can help prevent erosion. Look how the river has chiseled away underneath the bank here. But yet, all these trees are still standing. Probably not for too long. A lot of big broken branches and bunches of stuff stuck in the small branches, which they could have just fallen there from above, but could also be signs of really high water. I'm sure this area floods every once in a while. Alright, I'm trying to chase the river otter. Here he is using the string rifle. I just startled something big. There he goes. River otters only thrive in unpolluted and pristine waters, and therefore are a great indicator of a riparian environment's health. Man, what did I do to get him on film underwater? It's right there. It's right there. Hi, dude. Still pursuing the otter. Alright, I lost him. He took off. Super quick swimmer. I had no chance. Man, that was cool though. My first river otter ever. Pretty amazing. Okay, we're down here at the Gualala River. Returned this morning, and I've already spotted a couple different species of fish, which I'm trying to get in between these two logs here. As always, it takes a couple of minutes for the proverbial dust to settle after placing the camera in the substrate and for the startled fish to return to the area. But almost immediately, a larger, much faster moving species was darting past the camera. At first, I thought this was a common Sacramento's squawfish, a species I often saw while scuba diving in the American River as a teenager. After slowing down the video and zooming in, I looked at the rounded snout and distinctive black line near the caudal fin and realized this is probably a hardhead. There are actually 3 species of fish in this clip. We have the stickleback, the hyperactive hardhead, and camouflaged in the algae, you can see a freshwater sculpin. Here, in the slow-moving, swamp-like stream right at my feet, was a fast-moving world filled with foraging fish and invertebrates. Clumps of algae float by and are quickly picked over by swarms of sticklebacks. Hardheads dash in between them, like little rocket ships navigating an asteroid field. The sunken logs form a massive canyon on a seemingly alien planet.
Yeah, but it's okay. Daddy does overdub. Shh.
If you've made it this far, you may be a true fish geek. And for you, I've saved the best for last. This is my favorite footage from this day. Under this log and clump of vegetative muck is yet another thriving scene of aquatic life. It doesn't take long for the fish to return, and in a moment, the three-spined stickleback will be strutting its stuff directly in front of the camera. While we wait for them, will you please take a quick moment and give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, and if you have any suggestions of where to go next, let me know in the comments. It would be greatly appreciated. And right on cue, the sticklebacks have arrived. The ones with the orange throats are the males. The larger specimens with mottled green and gold coloring are the females, most likely like that one chasing away the male. Sticklebacks possess a form of body armor made up of plates, an evolutionary adaptation to fend off predators. Even more interesting, specimens from different areas have different amounts of armor, depending on the specific predators threatening them in that area. Sticklebacks are also anadromous, meaning they can live in both salt and fresh water. Marine specimens have far more armor plating, probably due to the number of predators they face on a daily basis. Speaking of marine species, sculpins are usually found in saltwater environments like tide pools. There are a handful of freshwater species that live in coastal rivers and streams, such as the Gualala River. I will always try to include as much continuous underwater footage as possible in these videos. I hope you've enjoyed these last moments exploring this rich freshwater ecosystem with me. There's much more to come, so please join me on the next adventure as I look under the surface to see what lives down there.
I'm filming you just watching water. This would be good voiceover opportunity.